Besides alcohol, there are many other types of drugs, legal and illegal. When used properly, most legal drugs have a positive effect. However, even medicines designed to be beneficial can cause dangerous driving situations. Explain the difference between over-the-counter medicine and prescription medicine. Most drugs are classified according to the effects they have on the central nervous system and bodily functions. Some drugs depress or slow down the central nervous system. Other drugs stimulate or speed up. However, any drug, even legal drugs, can become dangerous if it is taken in excess, combined with other drugs, or misused or abused. Drugs that are available without a doctor's prescription are called over-the-counter medicines, or OTCs. Many OTCs have side effects that can cause drowsiness, dizziness, slow reaction time, poor judgment. When buying medicine, read the label for warnings that could affect driving. Drugs that cannot be purchased without a doctor's order or prescription are called prescription medicines. The law requires that drugs that have serious side effects or potentially addictive be dispensed only under a physician's direction and guidance. He explained how depressants, stimulants, and hallucinogens affect a driver. A depressant is a class of drugs that depress or slow down the central nervous system. A driver using depressants can become very relaxed, uninhibited, and less able to identify, predict, decide, and execute activities. Stimulants. A stimulant is a drug that speeds up the central nervous system. Amphetamines are a type of stimulant. At first, stimulants creates a feeling of high energy and alertness. Unfortunately, they can also create high-risk situations once the immediate effect wears off. Hallucinogens. Unpredictable, mind-altering drugs that can alter personality and cause panic or terror because they distort a person's sense of direction, distance, and time. Driving while under the influence of hallucinogens creates potentially deadly situations. Marijuana is another powerful mind-altering drug that affects the brain and other parts of the central nervous system. Marijuana can impair judgment, memory, depth perception, and coordination. A person who uses marijuana may think that the effects of the drug have worn off after a few hours. In reality, driving abilities may be impaired for a very long time. Chemicals in marijuana can stay in your bloodstream for weeks. Drivers can be given a test to determine the presence of marijuana in the bloodstream. If any trace of it is found, they can be issued a violation ticket or face stricter penalties. Describe the effects of combining alcohol with other drugs. Alcohol and medicine are a potentially dangerous combination, especially if you plan to drive. If a person drinks alcohol while taking an antihistamine for a cold, for example, the central nervous system slows down much more than taking each by itself. When other drugs are combined with alcohol, the effects of both drugs can be multiplied. This is known as a synergistic effect. How does the purchase of over-the-counter medicines differ from the purchase of prescription medicines? What effect would combining alcohol with one or more other drugs have on a person's driving ability?